My next guest says that he has been hammered, barbecued, and is catching hell from Black America for his recent comments suggesting that Barack Obama made a major mistake by declining to speak at the State of the Black Union event held recently in New Orleans. He's the host of Tavis Smiley on PBS and the Tavis Smiley Show on radio. He could run for president himself one day. I'll be his campaign manager. Tavis Smiley joins me. We're going to be like that. So you took a lot of, really a lot of negative steam from Black America, from the urban audience, when you criticized Obama for not showing up at the event. In fact, Hillary was the only major candidate to show up. Did you feel that the people criticizing you felt that African Americans have no standing to criticize Barack, or you have to be all on one team, one page? I
love Barack Obama. I've known him for many, many years, and I love black people. I believe that any candidate, black, white, brown, male or female, Republican or Democrat, needs to be held accountable. I think there is honor, in fact, in being held accountable. And part of what was driving some of this Tavis hate in the blogosphere was born of the fact that they thought, I think, that he was going to be put by me on blast. I was going to snap on him, demonize him for not showing up. And it simply was an invitation. Once people got a chance to see last Saturday and again last night, repeated on C-SPAN, the actual conversation, everything calmed down. It was not about me, again, trying to dog him for not being there. But I think as African Americans, we have a right, as does the AARP, the gun lobby, everybody else, the Hispanic community. Everybody has a right to know where you stand on the issues that matter to them. And Black America has a right to ask those questions as well. I'm glad that Senator Clinton showed up. I think, again, it was a missed opportunity for Senator Obama and the other candidates. But, again, these issues have to be addressed.
I'm glad you have my book.
I'm glad you have my book.
Yes, one of the issues I talked about in His Panic, my brand new book, I hope I recommend it to our audience,
as do I,
is the black-brown division that has, well, I guess it's been around for several years now. It's very laid bare, in a sense, because overwhelmingly blacks support Obama, and overwhelmingly, we just saw in Texas, two-thirds of the Hispanic vote is going for Hillary. What's behind that?
I don't know. I think it has to do with the relationship that the Hispanic community, the good relationship they've had with the Clintons. I mean, let's face it, when you've been around for 35 years in politics, as they have been, you create and build a lot of friends. And there's a Bible verse that says that he or she, in this case, who has friends must show him or herself friendly. So these friends, I think, are now repaying the Clintons for the relationship, the good relationship they've had for all these years. With Barack Obama, clearly, a lot of this is born of race pride. And that's not to suggest that he is not a good candidate. A lot of black folk think, clearly, he's the best of the two. But you got race pride driving the support of Barack Obama. First time we've had a chance to really pull this off. Again, the Hispanic community supporting the Clintons because of that long-standing relationship. My thing is that once we get past knowing who the nominee is, we cannot, and I'm so glad you wrote this book, but we cannot bring America together, the most multicultural, multiracial, multi-ethnic America ever, if there's going to be a black-brown divide like there was a black-white divide 40 years ago when the Kerner Commission put out its report.
So do you think that the Browns will rally behind Barack if he gets it, and blacks behind Hillary if she gets it?
I think so. I think that the issues that matter most to black and brown people, we're still the last hired and the first fired. We're still denied home loans more than anybody else. We still live near more environmental toxic sites than anybody else. The gap between the have-gots and the have-nots has all of us in the same boat. The struggles that matter to black folk are the same struggles in many ways that matter to brown folk. And I think coalition politics is still the way to go.
And as we go forward, Tavis, you have a situation where the first black man, the first woman, someone has to lose. Is there an aspect of the melancholy to this?
Well, there is an aspect that could be melancholic if we don't celebrate what this means. I celebrate a woman being a Democratic nominee if she wins. I celebrate an African American being the nominee if he wins. As we say in Black America, there's going to have to be a come to Jesus meeting, though, once we figure out who the nominee is going to be, and I think that's going to happen.
I've suggested very strongly that Condoleezza Rice should be John McCain's running mate. What do you think?
I think she'd be formidable, but I think she would rather be the commissioner of the NFL.
I won't go through the whole thing with you, but nice to see you, my brother.
Congrats on the book.
Thank you.
You owe me an interview on my show.
I'd be delighted. Thank you.